Let us now discuss the concept of projectile motion, or will derive in this lecture the equations of time and distance, that is horizontal distance covered and vertical distance covered in a projectile motion. A projectile motion, suppose I am throwing a ball or any object from, this is suppose my ground level. From ground level I am throwing a ball at an angle of theta with velocity u meter per second. Now I need to find its maximum distance covered in vertical direction, that is h max, its maximum distance covered in horizontal direction, and the time required for its projectile motion. So first of all, we need to understand the basic concept that when I am throwing the ball at u meter per second inclined at an angle theta, I am having two components of velocity. One is the horizontal component u cos theta, and the another is the vertical component u sin theta. Now, as we all know, u sin theta, that is the vertical component of velocity, will experience a deceleration due to g, that is acceleration due to gravity. It will experience, so my motion in vertical direction would be related to accelerated motion, and my motion in horizontal direction, since I am not having any kind of external force on the body, my motion in horizontal direction would be uniform motion, that is the velocity will remain constant. So throughout the motion, the velocity of ball in horizontal direction at any instant of time would be remained as u cos theta, whereas in y direction it will vary according to the acceleration due to gravity g, that is acting downwards at all instant of time throughout the motion. So now, if my horizontal velocity is remaining constant, so I can say that at any time the distance x covered by the ball in horizontal direction, that is equals to x is equals to u cos theta multiplied by time t taken to reach at that position. This is simply distance is equals to speed multiplied by time, the equation of uniform motion. Now in y direction, suppose I need to find the distance covered by the object at any instant in y direction. I can have in y direction the velocity uy multiplied by t minus 1 by 2 gt square. This equation is come from s is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 at square, the equation of accelerated motion for distance covered, where u is the initial velocity, t is the time taken, and a is the acceleration. Since we are having acceleration g, that is actually opposing the velocity in vertical direction, so we are having minus sign over here, and uy is the y component of velocity, so uy is actually u sin theta. Now from this equation I can say that t would be equals to x upon u cos theta, so I simply need to put it here, u sin theta multiplied by t, that is equals to u sin theta multiplied by u cos theta minus 1 by 2 g t square, that is equals to x square by u square cos square theta. So now if I simplify it, it is x tan theta minus gx square by 2 u square cos square theta. This gives me the equation of parabola, or more precisely the equation of projectile motion shown over here. So you can say the trajectory of the projectile motion would be parabolic from the equation, because it depends on the second degree of x. Now from this equation I can find the time taken by the projectile motion, that is the time taken by ball to reach from this position to this position, that is again when its height decreases to 0. Suppose the ball is reaching over this position, so its vertical distance would be 0 at that time, so it would be equals to y equals to 0, that is x tan theta minus gx square upon 2 u square cos square theta. So that is x tan theta equals to g x square upon 2u square cos square theta. So if you simplify this, you will get x equals to u square sine 2 theta by g. So this is my horizontal range covered, that is the distance covered by ball in horizontal direction, and the time required to cover this direction would be it would be t equals to u square sine 2 theta by g upon u cos theta. This has come from this equation x is equals to u cos theta multiplied by t. So suppose my x is u square sine 2 theta by g, so t would be equals to x upon u cos theta, that is u square sine 2 theta by g divided by u cos theta. So you will get here u 2u sine theta by g. So t is my 2u sine theta by g, that is the time required to cover the total distance of the motion, that is the time required to go to this maximum vertical height and the time required to come back. So now I can say that time required to cover half of the distance, that is time required to reach to the maximum height, would be u sine theta by g. Suppose now if I want to find h max, that is the maximum height covered, so I simply need to put t dash equals to t by 2 equals to u sine theta by g in the equation of projectile motion. The equation is y is equals to x tan theta minus gx square upon 2u square cos square theta. Or this equation we have come from u sine theta into t minus 1 by 2 gt square. So if I put t equals to u sine theta by g, u sine theta multiplied by u sine theta by g minus 1 by 2 g u sine theta by g whole square. So you will get simply, on simplification, you will get the maximum distance covered in vertical direction as h max equals to u square sine square theta by 2g. So you finally have your time required to cover the total projectile motion is 2u sine theta by g. Then maximum range covered would be equals to, it would be equal to u square sine 2 theta by g, and your h max, that is maximum height covered, would be u square sine square theta by g. So from this equation you can say that you can have your maximum range when sine 2 theta equals to 1, that is 2 theta equals to 90 degree, or more precisely theta equals to 45 degree.